Right, some of you must be asking, why should we listen to Grime Report TV, right? You got Big Nasty on there, right? And people writing about relationship advice and everything else like that. But for the way he goes about it, right, it is quite disgusting. Because I just watched one of his videos actually for like where someone wrote in because like this man's brethren has been going around like trying to get with his auntie and whatnot. He went in and gave him a punch across the face and stuff, and then basically he fucked off for a year, but apparently he was going back one Christmas. And they were saying, oh yeah, you should cut off your auntie and all that and all this bollocks. But they're saying, oh yeah, because like, you know, saying that like she's a proper cougar and all this shit, right? But here's the matter of the fact, right, that is wrong. You can't just cut off your auntie and stuff like that, right? And the stuff that they post is 99.9% actually antisocial. So why should anyone on YouTube watch them and actually take on board their advice? They're a bunch of idiots. Like, I watched some and thought, yeah, funny that. Angry shopkeeper, yeah, it's quite funny, but for their approach to things, it's in a very sort of like gangster, very like narcissistic, very careless, irresponsible manner. And in for one of the front of their videos, they put about saying about the complaints they get, which I'm making to them now here on YouTube. Call me fucking twat or something, I don't give a shit. Come on, Big Nasty, bring it. And basically they were saying, oh yeah, about all these complaints, and then putting them quotes and saying, oh yeah, like GRTV is irresponsible, which it is, and then saying, oh yeah, we don't give a fuck and everything else like that, fuck off you trolls, and then saying, oh fuck off, go fuck yourself, go watch fucking Country Life, and then go and fuck yourself again. But that's not how you approach your audience. Because the fact of the matter is, with criticism, right, you got to take it on board and listen. And you're saying you don't care about your viewers. I'm sorry, but you need to care about your viewers, because the way you're going about it is a very narcissistic, very careless, very harsh, and also a very selfish, and also a very bullying type manner, telling the audience who don't like you, trying to give you some constructive criticism, right? And you're telling them to say, well, go fuck yourself. Well, I'm sorry, but you cannot do that, right? And there's the man like Lordy and all that saying, oh yeah, fuck them like cunts and all that shit, fucking criticising Grime Report and all this bollocks. But the matter of the fact is, you can't go around saying that, and you and your team, Grime Report TV, need to sort yourselves out, because you're stupid as anything. You ain't, that channel's going to go downhill, you ain't going to get a good audience. And also for the influencer, very high influencer drugs, right? Because Big Nasty has, you know, in all of his videos, he's always got a joint in his hand or spliff or whatever, and he's there saying like, oh yeah, bringing out a lighter and sparking it and all this. Yes, in one of my videos that there was a smoking substance, but that was tobacco. But here we can evidently see for what he's smoking is a joint. But you can't go influencing an illegal substance onto the audience saying, oh yeah, it's cool. And also for one of his songs that he publicly put out, which is also uses very, very regularly as part of the Big Nasty series, saying, I'm smoking something green, I'm drinking something blue, and saying I'm flying or something or other else like that. But you're influencing the positive effects of drugs onto your audience, saying it's good for you, when actually there's been no official government records of cannabis being any good for you. That doesn't match, right? Like, seriously, fucking, in fact, instead of you lot telling us to go fuck ourselves, How about you, Grime Report TV? Go fuck yourself. You're a bunch of cunts. You ain't gonna get far in life, and trust me, someone's gonna shut your channel down one day because you're a bunch of cunts and you don't fucking listen. You don't listen to your viewers. You don't listen to people. You don't take on any form of criticism whatsoever. You're the cunts. We ain't the cunts. You're the cunts because you cannot take on board your viewers. Like, seriously. And like, and also for this guy called like Angry Shopkeeper, whose name has never actually been, oh well, from what I've watched so far, well, for what I've watched anyways, has never been formally identified, but like his way of managing the shop and saying, oh yeah, if there's a rude customer, he tells them to fuck off and everything, but that ain't good customer service there, bruv. If you want good customer service, if someone's being abusive to them, you ask them politely to leave. If someone's giving you a bit of jip and everything in your in your shop, you just tell them to calm down and resolve the situation. You don't just say, oh yeah, fuck off man, I don't give a fuck, you know, a bunch of guns and everything else like this and all that. You don't do that shit, man. Whilst managing my shop and someone's giving me jip, I'll tell them to calm down and say, look, when there's no customers, we'll go off to the office and we'll sort about it properly. We'll have it written down in black and white. I don't like their attitude. It's very antisocial, and the fact that they've got away with it on YouTube for so long is actually beyond me, because I don't believe that YouTube should actually let them have a channel which actually, more than anything, it influences the pattern of antisocial behaviour. It's wrong. I don't believe in it whatsoever. They're idiots. They obviously have no feelings about their viewers, and they say, oh yeah, for the ones who support us, well yeah, get on your brethrens. But seriously, with this chav talk and everything else that they do on it just to try and make themselves look cool, like saying, oh yeah, welcome Grime Report TV, and say, oh yeah, right, here's this is Big Nasty here, this is Angry Shopkeeper here, right, this is Lordy, this is Stormzy and all this, like, and there's Storming and all this and all, saying, oh yeah, right, here we go. And then right, there was also another video that was put up of I think it was Storming's or something or other's £5 snack challenge or something or other. Good, teaches you how to budget, but his way of going about it is quite irresponsible, because it's like trying to influence a buying alcohol. Yeah, he's maybe over 18, but if you're aiming this to people who struggle with money, especially for anyone underneath the age of 18, you don't want to be going influencing them going buying alcohol, saying, oh yeah, where's my Guinness, and I said, what Guinness can I get for that? Like, you do it properly and you do full evaluations. You don't just go walk up to the shopkeeper and just be like, oh yeah, right, all right, hold that boss, hold that boss, and then when he's already serving customers, I'm sorry, but that's arrogant and you're really irresponsible. I think the whole entire Grime Report TV is completely corrupt and they're selfish. They don't care about their viewers, and actually the conclusion is they do not care about their viewers at all. And there's been some situations for which have been handed to Big Nasty, which actually, to anyone who has any feelings, is quite a heartfelt plea for help. For like, basically, for where I was watching one only just about 5-10 minutes ago, actually, well, probably about 10 minutes ago because of how long this one is, that of this man that went to his workplace to give his girlfriend some flowers, and then to find out that one of the members of staff pulls him aside and then says, oh yeah, sorry, that your girlfriend's having a relationship with a trainer and stuff, with a personal trainer. You can't. And then there's Big Nasty and fucking whoever is behind the camera, I think it's Lordy, whoever it is, I think, that, you know, just completely takes the piss out of him, when actually he's just had his heart broken. He's gone there to make the efforts, goes to fucking see his missus, then to find out his missus is cheating on him, and he goes and makes all the effort, spends the money, spends the time to go down there. He then goes and spends out the money for like the fuel or his bus fare, whichever he may do, or if it's in London, the tube, or wherever else, like the metro, cab, whatever, and he's gone and paid all that money, and then he's got it all thrown back in his face. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't go round laughing at facts and then trying to picture the scene and all this and then trying to take the piss out of him. You can't. Grime Report TV is one of the worst influencing channels I've ever come across. Yes, there's the irresponsible, like, big name YouTubers like KSI just being big egotistical bastards just because they got a spare couple of hundreds of thousands of pounds in their bank left at the end of the month before YouTube pays them, but that's that's already explained that in an earlier video. But for this, it's like these people from Grime Report TV are careless. They don't give a shit. They're fucking assholes anyways. And let's put it this way, if I came up to any of one of them in the street, I wouldn't want to have a conversation with them. And I would not intend anyone, especially for anyone who's watching on my subscribe list, I wouldn't like to think that you'd support them, because it's just like, if you look at the way of how they're doing, it's just like they're saying like weed's okay, they're saying like smashing the shit out of someone's okay, say slapping your mum's okay, slapping your auntie's okay, and all this, and saying, oh yeah, right, go and dash them and shit. It's just like, sort your heads out, have a re-evaluation. And seriously, Grime Report, if you're watching me now, then fuck you, you bunch of serious cunts. Okay? Fuck you.